nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Here we go. Here we go. Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds. We're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming now. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm the baddest mother up in here, and I'm about to make it clear. It's going down like I told you. I'm the baddest mother up in here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. Get ready, 'cause here I come. I'm about to come and get me some. Hot as a smoking gun. begging for mercy. Oh. I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. All the people wanna go with desire. Like the streaming with the fish in the ocean. Stay away, never come under fire. They will never ever show an emotion. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reaction. It comes down to this day. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. All the people wanna get in the circus, trying hard to keeping up with the Joneses. Everything is kind of trouble and purpose, and you're lying in a bed of roses. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reaction. It comes down to this day. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. You're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. Oh, I feel I like the way I got up from the start. I was under pressure. I feel I got away. It comes down to this. Yeah, you're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. To follow. Yeah, you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. You're gonna be.
Yo! What's up?
Yo!
Wow, the timing on
messed
the.
up. You messed up.
Who?
I don't. Is it all three of us?
Oh, no. Gosh. Sorry. I need to fix that. Sorry. There's Martha. Sorry. My bad. I forgot it was messed up last. Yeah, there you go. I forgot it was messed up last week, and I didn't change it, and oh my gosh, all the things. All right. Oh, how is everyone
When you-
this morning? What?
When I'm the one catching things like this, I think we really need to reconsider.
It only took you 5 years?
Okay, so it takes 5 years. Then I know why,
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
much time it will take for me to catch up.
Yeah. So 5 years of live streaming. All right. All right. Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. Glad you could be here with us. Loving the vibes in the chat. It is amazing. Seeing all the folks too. So let's start. First off, Martha, Patrick, how are you doing? How's it going?
Good. Yeah.
It sounded
Yeah.
so.
I am very pregnant at the moment.
Oh.
So my life is just general, not like woof, but it's like there.
All right. That's all
Like
right.
here.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Family is good. Family is good.
Yeah.
Technically, her audio was on, Crystal. Her audio was there, so we heard the yo. We just didn't see the yo on the beginning, so that was my bad, though. But yes, congrats on the new one coming, and that will be amazing and life changing, and we are excited for you.
All the things. I am excited though, so yeah, I am happy about it. Don't take me the wrong way, but I don't like the being pregnant thing.
Does anyone?
I don't know. Like women tell me that they forget that they're pregnant. Hasn't been an hour where I have not remembered
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well. Awesome.
How are
I don't
you,
know what to
Adam?
say to that. I'm living the dream, as always. Living the dream. So, the sun is out. The temperatures are good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are new to the live stream or new to Guy in a Cube, put hashtag new in the chat. We always love seeing the new faces. Just want to say hi and welcome you, and just thank you for being here. It's always great. Also, shout out to the members of Guy in a Cube. You help us do what we do here on the channel, so we appreciate you. If you see folks with the green name or the Guy in a Cube icon next to their name, those are members of Guy in a Cube. And so just thank you so much. If you want to learn more, check out the link on the screen, or you can hit the join button down below, and I'll drop it in the chat. No commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out, and so thank you, members. And hang on. Also, we are 1 week away from the Microsoft Fabric Community Conference 2025 in Vegas. Amazing. So there's still time to register. There's still space for you. Patrick and I will be there. Martha will not be there, but that's okay. She'll be there in spirit. It's going to be bananas, though.
Yes.
And we hope to see you there. If you are there and you see us, come up and say hi. Just don't be shy. Come up and say hi. Patrick and I will be in the community zone, I think on Tuesday and on Wednesday. There's some scheduled times for us to be there. And then we'll just see you. If you see us walking around or whatever, just come up and say hi. We'd love to see you. And if you do register for FabCon, use Cube200, get $200 off registration, and we'll see you there. All right. All right. Blake. Wow, Blake coming in with 5 gift memberships to Guy in a Cube. Thank you so much, Blake. Who got it? Data Ubi got a membership. Adam, Silvio, David, and Gabriel got the memberships from Blake. Thank you so much, Blake. And then Rajan coming in as a producer level. Wow, thank you for that. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Rajan. Kevin coming in, member for 57 months, longtime member. Thank you for being here, Kevin. Can we place bets on what will be announced or become GA at FabCon and where? Well, where? I guess it's Vegas, so we all know that. That's the where. But yeah, like maybe you can, and Patrick and I can, and Martha can neither confirm nor deny them. But yeah.
So who did we say who was new?
Wait.
No, not yet. I was
new?
going there next.
I
I
saw
was
you.
going there
Oh,
next.
okay.
I was going there next. I didn't forget.
Okay.
All right. So let's see who is new, because Patrick is eager and interested, and I love it. All right, Robin is new. Magic is new. I think that's how you pronounce that. Diraj is new, and Gopal is new. Colleen is new. Gustavo's old. I'm sorry. I get it. And then that is all. That is all I see. So welcome. Or maybe there was another one. Nope. I think we got it.
I like it when you struggle through the names. That's what
I have to
that's what I
think
like.
sometimes about the name, and I try, and I don't know if I get it all the time, but I make the effort. I make
what I
the
like.
effort. Yeah.
that's what I like.
Everyone that's new, thank you so much for being here. Take part in the chat. It's very lively. We love the participation, and so check it out. All right, on to the rules. We have rules here on GuideCube. Martha, did you know this? Of course you knew.
You
Well,
know, where we're going, we don't need no stinking
learn
rules.
last time, but I mean,
We try
I
to
feel
have
like they
rules.
change from time to time.
They don't change. They never change. But Matthew and Chatmaster C, Matthew's in the chat today also, and they're the ones that maintain order and whatnot. So see, look, Matthew's also excited about the rules. He loves the rules. To Zoom, I'm not. You want me to Zoom right now?
No.
Here, wait.
Just
Here's
keep going.
here's Zoom. There, it zoomed. Anyway, all right. First rule: put Q colon in front of your question. Chatmaster C is standing by to get them in the queue. One time is all you need, and they will get queued up. We don't get to all the questions, so we will get to the ones that we can. Depends on how much I talk, and then if we don't get to it, come back next time, and we'll try it again. Rule number 2: do not spam the chat. Please do not spam the chat. One time's all you need. If you spam the chat, Chatmaster C or one of our moderators will put you into a timeout, except for Martha and Patrick. And so please do not spam the chat. Like I said, one time's all you need. We will get to as many as we can. We'll roll with it. And then rule number 3, members, just hold your questions until the second half. Chatmaster C will let you know when the queue is cleared, and the members can get their questions in on the second half. Shane, nope, you're right on time. You're right on time. Jamal is new as well. Welcome, Jamal. Yes, Matthew, it's too late. You missed your chance. All right. There was something else I saw. Anyway, all right. I think we're ready for the queue. Did I miss anything? Martha, Patrick, did I miss anything?
Oh, wait. One thing. Go and check out Gaston's new video on the YouTube Fabric channel. We're doing a new series called Fabric Tech Talk Fridays. Yeah. Focused on lots of things, but it's for the community. And so if you have an idea, have some stuff, put it in the comments of the videos, and somebody will find you. And and
Someone will find you.
go check it out. Yeah,
It's like the Taken movie. It's like, I will find you, and I will
find you.
I will teach you. Hey, Alex. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I was just going to ask you if you could drop the link. You were already on it. Excellent. Go check that out after the live stream. Not right now.
Yeah.
Save the link. Watch it later. All right. Let's get into the queue. All right. Data is king. First question up. Let's see here. Will I need more than just a Power BI Pro license to install a personal gateway? I would like to run Python in the service. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. The answer is no. Power BI Pro license is all you want if that's all you're trying to do. So specifically, this is around the Python visual in the report. And so the Python and the R visual specifically have a requirement that's been there forever, that you can't use the standard gateway or the enterprise gateway with that. You have to use the personal gateway for that. But that's all driven by the pro. The pro license is all you need for that. And that'll work. So, yeah. Patrick, yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about it. I mean, why do I need a pro license?
Because you're creating a Power BI report
I can publish
in
to
the service.
but I can publish it to my workspace, right? That's free. Isn't that free?
For my workspace, yes. But the Python visual specifically, well, but where's the data coming from? And the gateway and all that, like that.
It's just keep going. Pay me no mind.
Okay.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
all right.
I get what you're saying.
All right. Okay. All right. So
We can go on forever about this.
All right. So Prashi had a like 5-parter question here, but I also noticed Prashi,
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you're also on your member thing, so I think you had 2 different ones. So let me go ahead and save that for the member only side of it, and then or if we clear the regular queue, we'll come back to it. But I just want to make sure like we're doing that right. I was confused for a minute when I saw all of that. So we'll answer that question. Just hang in there. Guillermo. All right. About the metrics app and storage consumption. Metrics app, storage consumption. Looking for a Senpai code to get detailed item consumption. Why there's a bit of difference from the capacity metrics. Can you do a video about detailed storage? I have a question on that. Like when you say detailed, like what exactly are you looking for? And what's your goal? Like, what are you trying to accomplish with that? I can make an assumption there, but I'd love to know more on, what we're going after there. So, yeah, Alex had a good point. So there is a difference between soft deletes and so one thing to note, like on the Delta files, there's a 7-day soft delete on the Delta files. Did you know that, Patrick?
Now I do.
Yeah. I think we talked about that last week because I learned that recently. Like there was a soft delete, right? I think it came up last week. And so it could still be there even though we're hiding it from the service perspective. So it's still there from a storage perspective. So,
well, but they're saying they're trying to get some detailed information about what items using Python, possibly. Is that what they're asking for?
Wait.
Storage? I mean, they want storage.
So Guillermo said
And I
capacity
saw
metrics
Senpai.
only shows at the workspace level. Yeah, because the storage is like it's a folder. The workspace is a folder within one lake that has the storage. So again, what would you like to see? Like what would help you accomplish your goal? Would love to know more. So to the original question though on the Senpai thing, like with getting Senpai on the storage thing, I mean, the only thing I could think of is like it's effectively a storage account, so you could use Senpai and/or Python to. I don't know that you could use Senpai for that, but Python in general just to traverse and look at the storage itself. But the storage could show things that have been soft deleted in the service.
Yeah, even because like Semantic Link Labs, you can it's extension of Senpai, and I can run. There's things I can run to get. That I can get like metadata. I can get all the information of what's in the workspace using Semantic Link Labs because Michael and
so
they
Guillermo is
built some
looking
nice
for
type
table
functions.
details. So like for the table, how much does
you
that
can do
table
that.
take?
You gotta come to our workshop. You gotta come to our workshop at FabCon.
Yeah, and so when
But
you
we'll do
do
videos.
register. When you do register for Patrick's and Phil's workshop, make sure you use Cube 200 to get $200 off.
No. Phil and I are going to do after FabCon, we're going to do some videos on all the stuff that we do in the workshop. So stay tuned. It's going to come out. He actually has some really good scripts with Semantic Link Labs that expose storage and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned. I don't want to give it away.
We'll look at after FabCon. We'll look at maybe we do a video on something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tristan is saying maybe Gilbert Q wrote a blog post for exactly that by pulling data from. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like you can just treat it like a storage account. You can just pull stuff from it. So, yeah. Yep. All right, moving on. All right. Femin? Let's see here. Do we need to enable something in Fabric to connect to Lakehouse via Power BI desktop? Connect to Lakehouse using SQL endpoint. Oh. You need to come to Pat and my session at FabCon.
No, we're not doing that.
I get a network error when using the SQL endpoint. Patrick and I were just talking about this. Like, why are you connecting to the SQL endpoint from desktop? Like, why not just connect to the Lakehouse? Oh, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can. I think this is the same thing when I was connecting the first time. You were like, oh, got it. When you go to the Lakehouse, when you connect to the endpoint, you got to provide the database name of the SQL Analytics endpoint. You can't just provide the endpoint name. You have to provide the database in Power BI Desktop. I should just do a video on this. I'm going to do a video on this. It'll come out. I'm going to do a video. But go to my machine. Go to my machine.
If he remembers.
I will remember this.
All right. We see your machine.
See, so I'm in a Lakehouse right now, right? And here's the SQL Analytics endpoint. Here's the endpoint, and it'll open up. If you go to settings right here, and then you go to the SQL endpoint, if you try to, I've noticed when I try to connect to this, it just don't work. And you got to get the database name. And how do we get that, Adam? You went somewhere and
I did magic.
You're like, no, you got to do this too. Yeah, but it's not showing up there.
Go to the no. Go back.
Okay.
Where were you? Click up on the gear, the setting thing.
I did that, but when I go to the endpoint, it doesn't give me the database name. It doesn't.
Okay.
That's not where we got it.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, I figured it out. It is. It's not as obvious as we thought it was.
So Alex is saying ignore Patrick, and then Alex is saying use lakehouse.contents in Power Query.
Oh, okay. Whatever, Alex.
And then Alex again, ignore Patrick. I'm
doing it.
But yeah, like so this was where I was going, and Alex's comment too of like in desktop, just go to One Lake Catalog in Lakehouse. Like, why aren't we just connecting to the Lakehouse? Like, why do we need this to connect to the SQL endpoint? Yeah,
man, I have been asked that question so many times, though.
They do technically both work, yes, but just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing.
Hey, man, people are gonna be people. They're gonna do what they want to do.
People are gonna people. That's it.
Yeah. No, it works. There we go.
Did we go back to your desktop?
No. I'm just doing this for my video. I'm just doing this for the video. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
I think we're good. All right.
Yeah.
Did we actually answer the question? What was the question?
You can do it, and I'm gonna do a video to show them how to do it. It's really easy.
Yeah. Okay.
But you shouldn't do it.
Yes. All right. Here's Matthias. We've missed you as the first question, Matthias. When will Fabric become a low-code tool for data integration? Currently, it seems pretty much a coding tool with notebooks, etc. He did follow up after that early on in the chat, saying he was specifically like from an ETL perspective. Thoughts?
There's already low code.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Martha.
I think it's low codey already.
Yeah.
What would you do from a low code? Like what would be the option from a low code?
You could do data flows. You could do the pipelines. There's this things where you could, what is it called? Where they have these helpers. So you just go in there instead. You don't even have to know what to use in the pipeline setup. You can just say I want to copy stuff.
From the helpers, do you mean Copilot?
No.
Oh.
No, there's well, it could be. You could do that too. You could do that too.
Yeah.
The thing.
Yeah. Yes. Power Query.
Yeah.
Power Query. Power Query is
That
the low
too.
code. Power Query is the low code. And when in doubt,
Yeah, and you have the
Copilot.
visual view in the Power Query as well.
yeah. Power
It's
Query,
all
all the
visuals.
things.
You can drag and drop and clicky. And
Alex is saying data flows, data factory templates also.
Yeah, exactly.
We need a video on that. Data Wrangler,
forget about the
Angelo,
Wrangler.
that's amazing. Yeah, Angelo said Data Wrangler, so that's on the more of the Lakehouse data sciencey side of things. That's like baby Power Query. They hate when we say that, by the way. Like if we compare it to Power Query, they do not like that. But I think that makes sense, and I think people can relate to that. So
Even
for
the
what
streams as well,
what are you
for
using
real time.
notebooks then? Well, like notebooks is a coding solution, right? So that's you can do This is the thing with Fabric is Fabric has a lot of things within Fabric that can you can do things in various ways. So there's not necessarily a right way or a wrong way for most things. Like they just give you different options and a different experience to do it. Some may take longer to put together, others may be quicker. And so a lot of people are used to notebooks and Python, and so they go that route. Or you can do it on the SQL approach, right? So because we can do SQL. You could do SQL in a notebook. You could do Power Query. You could do data. Yeah, it depends. Oh yeah, Patrick, it depends. Yes, thank you, Kevin. Right. So notebooks are very powerful, though, right? Because now you're in code, and anything is possible with code, right? So
Yeah. Whenever you can't use the low-code things, you use notebooks.
Jason,
Or if you want to do cool transformations.
is it low code in a notebook when I just do Hello World?
See, that's one line.
I
That's
love
one
that.
line.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Moving on. Thank you, Matthias. Hopefully that helps you. All right. Sahil. Is there a way without using field parameter to dynamically switch measures in matrix table visual? To dynamically switch. The selected measure name should also match. We can do with measure, but name not changes as selected.
Make a table. Put the name of the value that you're going to show in the table next to the measure name, or just make them the same. Put that as a slicer on your page. It's just like field parameters. Yes, disconnect the table, and then you have a switch statement that's going to determine the value that the measure is going to return. And you say selected value. If this selected value, display that measure. It's old school. We did this before we had field parameters. So you can absolutely do it. I'm not going to do a video on it, but I think Kerbal or somebody has a video on how to do this. You should go check it out. It works.
All right.
Yeah. But you got to have a disconnected table and use it in a switch statement or if eager or one of those ways to logically check.
Pat
to see
Mahoney's
what's
all
selected.
about the if eager. He loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? I'm with Bernard. Why not
Yeah.
field parameters? What's wrong with field parameters? Why can't you use them? Because it's the same thing. You're going to do the exact same thing.
Yep. Oh, well, Tristan brings up a point. It's technically still in preview, so maybe they want to avoid preview feature usage.
Oh, good point, Tristan. Good point.
Maybe.
Good point.
Maybe.
Good point.
Did you? Fernando said he said it first, but I don't know what he said first. I don't know. Yeah, but the GA thing, maybe that's it. Cool. All right. Let's see. Peter. This is a Martha question. Does Purview scan sub-level
Purview.
items if Fabric SQL and data warehouse assets?
Yeah, well, okay. So it depends.
It depends. Oh, all right.
Yeah. No, because
The sigh is a
if
little
you
telling
scan-
though, of like, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but if you scan, so today you can scan your, if you scan, but you have to set up an additional access level. So you can't just, if you connect to Fabric and Purview, scan everything, you're only going to see the lakehouse top level and warehouse top level and so on. But if you give an additional access, contributor right, to the workspaces, you have to do some more stuff and scan, then you will be able to see the underlying tables of a data set. So you can't see it from the warehouse, but you can see it on the data set. So if you're then pushing data into your default semantic model, it's called semantic model now, not data set, sorry. Or you create a new semantic model, then you can see the tables. And for lakehouses, this was just released. So if you do all the things that I said for that as well, yes, you can see the underlying tables. So you can, but you have to do some additional stuff. And it depends a bit on, it needs to be service principal, I think, for the lake house stuff to work. So there's some stuff here, but but you have to really want to.
You have to really want to. If you really want it,
You have to know that you
it
want
can happen. You can will it into
Yeah.
existence.
We can do it. Yeah, we can do a video on that.
Do it.
Be
But I
the
think more and
purview.
more is gonna come.
Be the purview.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great. Okay. Let's see. Gabriel, are we gonna see y'all in Vienna in September? So he's referring to FabCon Europe. I want to get past FabCon US first before I think about that at all. Trust me,
But we
we
hope
are
so.
in.
But
we
we
are
hope
in.
so.
Yeah, we hope so. And I hope Martha's gonna
hope
be
so.
there as well. So obviously,
Yeah. I have to
depends
get
on.
selected, right? So it's the same
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't
But
change
it also depends on family life too, and how you're feeling, and adjustments, all the
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
things.
true.
Yeah. Don't forget about
I
that.
plan to bring the
And
husband and the
but yeah,
man.
I mean, we hope to be there, but like right now, we're in the conference crunch for FabCon US, and like that is taking all of the mental energy right now. So,
But we hope so.
ask us after FabCon US.
Yeah.
All right. By the how we do? Oh, we got 3 minutes. All right. All right. Steven. Using SSAS, so SQL Server Analysis Services, and when I see that, I infer that that's on premises. I would validate data in a processing node. Before syncing to query. Is there a similar concept when making a refresh available to users in Power BI service? Patrick?
You
The
could
answer-
do it.
The answer is
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, you could do it.
It's yes. So it's the read replicas for premium for capacities. If you do read replicas, that is that
Yeah, but-
scenario. That's what read replicas
Yeah, but they want
are
to
for.
validate. They want to. I would like to validate data
No.
in the processing load. So in the they
Before
wanna-
syncing.
when they
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't
before
control
syncing.
that.
I mean,
You don't control that with the read replicas. I don't.
Yeah, you don't control it. You don't control it, but isn't there a way I got to tell it to sync? Because you can connect to the read replica, and I think there's a way you can tell it not to
so.
manually sync.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at this.
I have to go back and look at it. Yeah, it doesn't come up very often.
Yeah.
So we have to look at that.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that as a video too. I don't know. In fairness, I don't think anyone's writing down the things that we say we're going to do a video on, so that's a challenge also. But yeah,
That's a good question.
doing a video on read
That's a
replicas,
good
Patrick.
question.
Do a video on read replicas.
No, we're not doing. I'm not doing the video on read replicas. I'm not doing that video.
Why?
I guess I'm doing that video.
I don't know. We have to
And
remember to do the video.
But I like what Thomas is saying though. I like what Thomas is saying because that's what I was thinking before we started talking about these read replicas. Why do I need to process it and put it in AS? Why can't yes. You do data validation in your ETL process.
Yeah.
And
Well, but
if
it could
it's not
so it could
valid-
also be like, hey, I want to make sure everything's there and done in the processing node before we go live with the read replica.
I get it, but if my data's bad,
No.
Coming
Tristan,
in-
they're not using they're equating it to the on-premise, right? So they said in the on-premise one we
Yeah.
could do this. So like, what's the option with the Power BI service or in Fabric and whatnot? Like, what is
Yeah.
the option there?
yeah.
Oh, he said joking. Yeah. But yeah, no, he wasn't
I mean,
asking
they could-
about that directly. So the other thing
there's no- you
too,
can't-
the other thing too, if I go beyond this as well, if we look at the full Fabric solution, that's where the medallion architecture stuff comes in as well, right?
Yeah, you got to validate your data before
Yeah.
it gets into the semantic model.
Yeah.
But I understand what they're saying. I would validate it much sooner
Yeah.
before it gets in analysis services.
All right, we are at time for the member only chat. So Chatmaster C is clearing the queue. Members, start getting your questions in. If you are, so we are going into member only chat. What that means is members and moderators can participate in the chat, but everyone else will not be able to participate in the chat. You can still watch the live stream. You can still get all the learnings and great things. If there were still some questions in the queue, we didn't get to them, I apologize. Come back next time. Or if you have a burning question you want to answer, whether you're a member or not, do a super chat. That will jump priority in the queue. Just remember to type your question in if that's your purpose for it. And then, and if you want to learn more about being a member, you can check out the link I dropped in the chat, or you can hit the join button on the YouTubes and learn more about it. No commitment required. And then we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and cut over to member only chat. Come on. And here we go. Doing the things. Bam. There we go. Member only. All right. All right. Oh, Pracha, you're redoing your question. Cool. We'll do that first because that was in there earlier, and so I'm gonna grab, assuming all the parts are there. Wait, I'm confused. All right, let's start with another question while Prachi's loading them up because that's a big one. All right, let's start with Tom. Let's go with Tom. Is Snowflake mirroring still the best way to sync Snowflake data into Fabric if I don't need it to be real time? Only a daily refresh is needed. Ooh.
Can you control mirroring? Can you control how often the sync happens with mirroring? I thought
I don't think so. I think it's just it's a replica and it's just going.
Yeah. I don't. So a daily refresh. I mean,
someone's going to say it in the chat before I say it, but because it sounds like Patrick's not going to say it.
No, I know the iceberg stuff. You could do the iceberg.
Thing?
The what, Martha?
Yeah, you could do the iceberg, but you don't always have iceberg configured, right? People don't always, when they use Snowflake, they don't always do the iceberg part. So that's optional.
Oh, is it? I thought it was. I thought it was always there.
I don't think so.
I thought so. So I know on BigQuery it's not. Like that's a proprietary format, but for Snowflake, the iceberg is the underlying storage. Yeah,
but I don't think you can always.
And then you just do a shortcut
to Fabric.
I mean, like if you're blocking your storage account from a firewall perspective, yeah. But yeah, I love Matthew's comment. Exact, spot on. Like both options are available for you. So like what matches, yeah, it depends. So what matches your scenario and business needs, right? So the other and there's a third option too. You could reconfigure, and I don't know that I've actually seen a customer do this yet, but it is available where you could configure Snowflake for its storage to actually be Fabric, right? And so the actual iceberg files are just landed into OneLake. And then it's just there, right? So, yeah. Bernat SQL endpoint. Nice. Oh, yeah. So now, and then
so it's not on by default. Iceberg is not on by default.
Interesting.
It's not on by default.
Look at you looking at the documentation.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. So, yeah, so it depends. So the other thing with Snowflake too is that the storage, with mirroring, with the storage there, right? So the cost, you don't get the cost on the OneLake storage side of it. But yeah, you're also potentially hitting Snowflake with queries as well. So there's costs associated with that. So it definitely depends. Oh yeah, and then Alex, copy job also. You could do it with Data Factory if you wanted to, but that's a copy of the data, which is what the mirror is also.
But then this meets his requirement because he only needs to do it once a day, right? The mirror is going to constantly poll.
Yeah, the copy job will do it once a day.
But the copy job is more controlled, and then he can say,
Tom,
let's just have this run every night.
Tom, that's not what the mirror. That's not the purpose of the mirror. It's about an actual live replica of the data. And so Alex's comment about the copy job piece, you could use a pipeline. That's a controlled You can schedule that. You can do all the things there. So,
Yeah.
yep.
You can
Yep.
orchestrate it. You can orchestrate
Yes.
it. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's go with, all right, Prachi, we're going to go. So Chatmaster C queued up the original questions you put in at the beginning, the 5-parter. So let's go with this. All right. That's going to take a minute. Part 1 through 5. Data pipeline copy job preview to pull from an Azure SQL database and sync into a lakehouse. Okay, so we're pulling data from an Azure SQL database to sync into Lakehouse. Interesting. Getting failed to report fabric capacity. Capacity is not found. Maybe the capacity took a break. I don't know. We rebuilt the Power BI connection for SQL Server and now we're going Power BI to SQL instead of Lakehouse to SQL. Power BI connection for SQL Server and added a new copy activity.
You got the same error.
But we're still getting the same error. How do we resolve this? Part 3.
Yeah, there's something. Wait, stop there. Stop there. I read this. Don't go to this part yet.
Okay.
Talk about this error, right?
I think Matthew and I are aligned in the. I'm like, wait, like we're bouncing around here. Like, what's going on?
Don't go to the next part yet. Stop here. Stop, Matthew. I was reading Matthew was having a conversation with Prachi about this.
Okay.
And that's what I was reading before the live stream started. This is an error. Did you report it? Did you open up a case? I've never seen this error.
I've never
before,
seen this error.
So it's hard for us. It's hard for us to solve this. Is the capacity in the workspace that you're trying to create the items in? I don't know what this area is. So you'd have to open up a support ticket. I don't know what this area is.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's interesting. I have never heard that error too. And I'm wondering, like, is that error specific to pipelines in Data Factory? Like, it sounds like it could be. I don't know.
But check the capacity though. Make sure the workspace is there. Make sure the capacity is running. Make sure it's available.
Yeah.
You know, those types of things. That's what I would do.
And so what's also interesting is we saw it on the Power BI side too, going to the Azure SQL database.
Toma just made a good point. When the trial ends, you can see it. Was it backed by trial capacity? Was that workspace backed by trial capacity? Did you move it? Or you moved it? Does it need to be?
What capacity is it assigned to?
Yeah.
So go to the workspace settings and check which capacity it's actually aligned to. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Prachi, go check that out.
I don't use the trial capacity, so I would have never seen that. Interesting.
Oh, it's an F16.
So Gaston said he's seen it when he paused the capacity, which would make sense, right? It's off. So if it's off or it went away, you could see that. So
yeah,
it's an actual F16 capacity, so it's not a trial. All right.
Is it paused? Can you check if it's paused though, Patrick?
Yeah, is it
Can
paused?
you check if it's paused?
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, let's go on to. So I guess there's a part 3 here. Let's keep going. Which option should we prefer when fetching data from Azure SQL database? A data pipeline or notebook? Well, it depends. Well, why not a mirror? You do mirror also. That'd be cool.
Which one do you prefer, Adam? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer Fabric database. What do you prefer, Martha?
I'm a notebook kind of gal.
You're a notebook gal. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Notebook for the win.
Because then I can just hack my way around it.
See, this goes around like what's your preference, but also what's your business, or what's the thing you're trying to accomplish, and what's the best option from a business perspective. So it's not. Sometimes it's a technical thing. Sometimes it's not. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got part 4 up. In data pipeline, we don't need to whitelist the IP as the Azure SQL Server has the allow Azure service enabled to work. But in the case of the notebook, which would be the best, fastest, most efficient option? Notebooks IP is dynamic. We don't want to install Power BI Gateway in a VM or whitelist the VM's IP. So this is where can we do mirroring? Can we do maybe migrate that to a Fabric database? I know that's a stretch. I know that's probably not the answer, but yeah.
I would just use a pipeline, honestly, right? There's a lot. You got a lot of stuff going on. If I was just trying to move some data, if I'm just trying to get a copy of the data, I would use the copy activity in the pipeline and just schedule it and have that data copy. And it seems like they just want a subset. It seems like Prachi just wants a subset of the data. And so the path of least resistance, obviously you can do it with notebooks. You can do this lots of different ways. Just use the copy activity in the pipeline, schedule it to drop your data in nightly. If you need to truncate and delete it, do a little more orchestration to clean out those tables. It's simple. It really is.
Yes.
We're IT people. We overcomplicate stuff. We think too much.
I want all the things.
We
and
do.
It needs to work.
Yes. Try copy
And
activity.
I don't want to
That's
pay
where
for
I
it. Just make it work.
Just try it. All right.
Yeah.
Just try it.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Okay.
Moving on. John. How do I create row level security on 2-dimension tables? I work for a shipping company. Our sales team needs both shipping accounts and billing accounts on the same order. Do I need to use inactive relationships?
Role-playing dimension, because these accounts, I'm sure the
Well, they have
billing
two different
accounts and the shipping accounts.
We said 2 different dimension
Yeah, but
tables.
don't have 2 different dimension tables. Don't do that. Combine those into a single dimension table when you bring them into Power BI. Use a union and a view or something like that, because I'm sure the billing accounts and the shipping accounts can be the same, right? Even though I need to relate them on the same table. And he's spot on. This person's spot on. John is spot on at the end, because yes, I'm going to have 2 relationships to the exact same dimension.
Yeah.
For 2 different columns. One will be inactive, and then if I ever need to do counts or anything around it, I need to activate the relationship using use relationship. But you put the row level security on the company table, and then the relationship will define if it's shipping or billing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, billing. Yeah, you do that. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
What hurts, Matthew? I'm sorry. It hurts when I do this.
No, he's joking.
Don't
He's
do
like,
that.
yeah,
I
don't do that.
Oh.
Patrick saying no. It's like when I try to do math and Patrick sits there and goes, no, that's not right math.
Oh, Mark, you're right, Mark. You're right about that. The treat as does work better. It carries the lineage. So definitely, you're right, Mark. My bad. You're right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Maps. Okay. Let's go back to the queue. Jason. With the new SQL schema on data lakes. What are you laughing at?
Schemeless.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. On data lakes. So I'm taking. Is this the schemas on Lakehouse? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Should I
would
rebuild my data lake, or can I update my current data lake to add tables to the schema? Oh my gosh! Don't get Patrick started on this.
No, I'm not.
Wait. Before you
ahead.
go, Patrick. Martha, do you have any thoughts? Want to give you space to, if you want to jump into this.
No. Well, honestly, I've tried. When I try to make anything with schemas work, it doesn't work on the Lakehouse things.
That's
So
why
I just
Patrick
give
laughed.
up and I'm waiting for it to work. Okay.
That's why
Okay,
Patrick laughed. You two are on the same
Because
page.
I've never made it. It just doesn't work when I try to do things with it. So I'd never turn it on.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Martha. yes. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here to say these things.
She's just keeping it real.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But here's the thing. They work and you can create them, but when you start to do like things in Python with it, they haven't implemented all the things that we need. But if you go back to the question, Adam, I lost the question.
Hang on.
Should they switch? So the question
It's like
for
Kerberos.
me
It just
is-
works.
it don't work. I don't think right now, I don't think there's a way after the lake house is created to re-enable schemas, to
No.
like add schemas
Yeah.
to a lake house that's already created. I don't think you could do it. But second, if you don't have a reason to rebuild, don't rebuild. There's no
Yes.
point to rebuild.
Yeah.
If you don't have a reason,
There's
a
not
valid
a
reason,
business
well,
reason
hey, I need
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need these schemas to do this specific thing. If you don't need them, why would you rebuild? You know, now, if you started a new project and you wanted to take a look at them and start kicking the tires and tinkering on them, sure, go do that. But I'm not going to knock down production just to add something just to say I added it. So unless you need it, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Is that good advice, Martha?
Yeah. Don't do
So I
it
know-
and standardize on all the things.
Yes. So, and
Yeah.
and the thing I appreciate from Martha's perspective is she comes from the real world, consulting and all of that, whereas Patrick and I do not.
No.
Yeah.
Martha does real work.
Yes. So
She
we want
does real
to
stuff.
validate everything against Martha
the
to make sure
actual
that this
balance.
is how the real world does it.
But you don't touch a working system, right? That still counts in Fabric.
Wait, yes.
Yeah.
So, but like from what I mean is like we don't, like we're not implementing projects. Like that's not our day to day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Martha does, though.
Martha does
Yeah.
that. Yes. All right.
Sorry.
Martha. Or Norway is the realest world.
It's the realest world.
Matthew does love Norway.
Yes.
So, and Sweden.
You
all
have
right.
the music he likes, don't we?
Yes, it's the music. So, all right, Blake. Is 2025 the year of the shape map visual? I don't know. There was something
What do you?
internally at Microsoft. There was a conversation going on. And I just made a joke. They were talking about something like, "Oh, we'll release this." I'm like, "No, you can't do that until you release shape map." Like I say that every once in a while internally. So it's a thing. I see, but I think the thing now is like we actively like want them to not do it to keep the meme going, right? Because once they release it, then it's like, oh well, now it's over. So yeah,
It's all right.
yeah. All right. User 457. So recently been asking about plotting hubs and delivery points on a map. We want to show distance for each delivery point to the nearest hub. Yeah.
How do you want to show it?
On a map. I want to show it on a map.
Are they just going to show a line? Are they just going to show a line from one point to the other?
I don't know. That's too many details.
So
But yes, good question.
so the Azure Maps has the new. I think it's a path. It's
Yeah.
not new, but it's definitely there. Alex talked about this last week,
Yeah.
and so you can go take a look at that.
Yep. Azure
But,
map pathing.
I mean, are we showing the number distance? That's what I was curious. Are we just showing from one point to the other?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So he wants to show straight line distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should work. Try it out. Try
Yeah.
it out. Try the path function. It's in one of the blog posts too. Amanda does a good demo of it in the blog post.
Yeah. And we have talked about we're gonna get I think Clemens on the Fabric Cat team is all about Azure Maps, and we're gonna get with Clemens and see if we can get some good stuff with Azure Maps from a video perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Sorry, I have to do a timeout here. Patrick, no one has commented on your audio.
Oh, they did earlier.
Did they? Okay.
Earlier. They
Okay.
did. You
All right.
missed
I didn't
it
see
in the
it.
chat.
I didn't see
You
it. All
missed
right.
in
I
the
was
chat.
I was a little I was like,
You missed
wow,
it in
no
the
one
chat.
said
You
anything. Like we fixed
you missed it in
Patrick's
the chat.
audio.
Yeah. You missed the conversation. They said earlier
Okay.
in the chat. I just pushed right through it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. They'll complain. They'll complain about it, but
Yeah,
then
but
don't say.
that's never yes. So
It's frustrating. The mic is frustrating. That's all I have to say.
well, it's an
very
adjustment. It's an adjustment.
frustrating. Yes. Yeah.
All right, Shane. I want to build a wall board doing API calls every few seconds, Can Power BI still do this real-time data sets going away? So
I guess the first question is, are you just using like Power BI Pro, no Fabric? I'm assuming, Shane, no Fabric. Fabric is not an option.
or not just Pro, but like maybe they have a capacity on the Power
Yeah.
BI Premium side, but we're not.
Oh, no
we're not using
capacity.
no capacity at all. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it could be, no Fabric.
Yeah, no Fabric.
Real-time data sets going away.
Well, so my thing here is I'm a little confused because you say a wallboard doing API calls. So are you saying that's your current implementation and you want to replace it with Power BI? So because wallboard doing API calls, that's not Power BI. So that's my first question. The other thing you can do is so Shane, you said no Fabric, but do you actually have capacity? Any capacity? Now I'm confused, Shane. You said you want to create an API. I'm not sure what your goal is here.
They are on capacity.
Okay.
They do have a capacity.
Yeah, so Alex beat me to it. I was queuing up for it. So you can do the automatic page refresh. So if you did like direct query or something, if you're on a capacity, so forget about Fabric, just Power BI. If you're on a capacity, the fastest interval you can do is 5 seconds. Yes, Patrick.
What are they direct querying it? This data's coming from an API.
This is I want to understand the I don't understand the thing.
I'm curious. Well, how did we get to direct query? Wait.
Just saying, we can do page query. Yeah. So the REST API, you'll have to do some ETL thing that's dropping it somewhere, like in a database somewhere, right? If you wanted to leverage it that way. So that's where the direct query comes into it.
Bernard and I are like, wait.
Yeah, no, Alex just put the little thing that's exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to have an intermediary capturing the API data, right?
Yeah, but we've added so much latency at this point. We've added so much.
It was never real time to
at
begin
this
with,
point.
so it's fine. Latency is
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Or
close to real time.
Or you go Fabric
That's
items.
what I'm talking about, Bernard.
Or you go Fabric and you do a real time dashboard.
Yes, and you set up
Off of an event house.
Event stream. You set an event stream up.
Basically,
with a
do what
custom
Simon
endpoint. You send it
did
to
in the Minecraft video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 100%, Matthew. Yeah. The limitation is the data source. So.
See, he doesn't even want to store the data at all. Right? He doesn't want to store the data at all.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You have to take a different approach.
Yeah.
You have to take a different approach.
Yeah. Yeah, because the problem with
Okay.
Power BI, it's not going to do the real time by default. So you got to figure that out. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Whew. And we got Jarrell did a super chat. Thanks for the super chat. Burning question, wants it answered. This question comes up every once in a while. Got the first Fabric cert. Congrats. That's amazing. But when will Fabric be available in GCC and GCC High? A lot of modernization efforts going on in that space. Yeah.
Nobody's saying anything.
It's the burning question. So for those that don't know, especially those outside the US, so GCC and GCC High are the sovereign cloud, or two of a couple sovereign clouds inside of the United States. So it's for government. GCC is more aligned to like state and local government, and then GCC High is more. It's a higher security. It's an isolated environment. Yeah, when we know, we'll shout it from the rooftop when we know. This has been the ongoing question, right? And it's not just Fabric, right? There's other things that are in commercial cloud, so public production stuff, that's not available in GCC or GCC High. I will say it's going to come to GCC High before it comes to GCC, more than likely. That's my assumption. GCC is always challenging. I wish... Yeah, I wish some of the other GCC folks were here to share the pain, but GCC has this weird implementation where it's shared with commercial cloud from a tenant perspective. That's what makes that challenging. So GCC High doesn't have that, so it's likely to come first there before GCC. Anyway, we'll say it again. Yeah. Martha wants GCC to be there.
Yeah, it was so much. That's what I need.
That's what's been missing in your life.
Definitely. For my real world stuff and
Yes.
clients.
You got it, Drew. And keep the feedback coming. So vote it up. Let your voice be heard. It's Dan English on the Fabric Cat team is pushing for all the things. So he's as frustrated as you are. So yeah. All right, Rajan. Actually, let me do a quick. Yeah, we'll do Rajan. All right. When can we expect Azure PostgreSQL mirroring available? As I want to do this for streaming data into lakehouses. I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, and then Alex dropped FabCon in the. Ooh, is that a tease, Alex? I'm wondering. Interesting. I guess we'll have to wait for FabCon. I don't know. I honestly haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean nothing's happening. It just means I probably didn't pay attention. Yeah, the P in Fabric is for patience. We'll see you in Vegas. All right. Well, let's see. So I would expect there's probably gonna be a lot of announcements a week from Monday. Pay attention to the social medias. I'm sure Reddit will be on fire with everything. All right, Ramja, you're coming to FabCon. All right, let's do it. And I know folks have been doing Vegas bets in the chat on what announcements will happen. So yeah, I don't know. All right, we got a few more minutes here. Christian's got a 3-parter. Let's see. All right, we have Databricks set up for which data is imported once a day in the morning through a gateway. Sometimes the Databricks compute takes some time to come up, which leads to refresh failures. Okay. The error message is hardy, har. Temporarily unavailable timeout of 9. Wow, that's an error message. Temporarily unavailable for 900 seconds. That's a long time. Has been hit. Use temporary. That's a specific Databricks error, by the way. My guess is that, or it's a driver specific error. That is not a Fabric error. That's nothing on the Microsoft side. I will tell you that right now. Even though it says Microsoft Hardy, like that's not. Anybody ever play with this parameter, as I cannot find any documentation for it. So, I have not.
Are we just trying to increase the timeout? Is it failing because the data is not there, so the refresh fails. Databricks is just not complete. And so if it's the latter, right? If Databricks is just not complete or it's not ready for the refresh, put some logic in the process to check to see, hey, is it finished? Is it finished? Is it finished before you try to do the refresh? If it's the earlier one, then is there a way with the Databricks connection string? Go back. What was the first part of what are they using to get the data in? Mirroring? Or is it just a copy job? What is it? How are they getting the data?
It didn't say. We have Databricks set up from which data is imported once a day. So the thing though, sometimes the Databricks compute takes some time to come up, which leads to refresh failures. That part interests me. So in terms of taking time, is that it's like a resource issue on the Databricks side? Like, can we?
So it looks like they already had the conversation about increasing the timeout. Alex has already chatted with them in the chat. I'm not sure. But that's what I would think. Increase the timeout.
Yeah. And I just did an internet search. And so when you do an internet search of your choice, you go to Bing and you type in, I just typed in the temporarily unavailable retry timeout, and I'm getting almost nothing. Everything is related to Databricks though, but I'm not finding anything talking about that error or that setting. So yeah, it's make Databricks go faster. I don't know.
It's the time for it to wake up, right? That's what. Is there any way to programmatically have Databricks wake up sooner? You know, it's like starting the fabric capacity, right? I mean, starting your compute in your notebook. Is there a way to say, "Hey, start this up and let it keep going earlier before you start running the queries"?
What, Martha?
Go ahead, Martha. Go ahead.
Yeah. Or Alex is already saying this in the chat, but you can, if you just start something else, then it's gonna start something small, easy, something bulletproof.
Yeah.
And then it will be up and running, and then you can schedule the thing that you want to run that is heavy.
Well, and we've said that too for folks that want to keep a semantic model live and in memory, and it's like we'll just have something that queries it like every 5-10 minutes or so, and like it just keeps it alive. It's the old HTTP thing of a HTTP keep alive thing, right? Yeah. So it's it's a challenge. I mean, if that's all it is, I agree. Like, do something first to, if you know when you're going to need to do this, like have something that kicks it in. All right. We are over time. There is one more question that I do want to get because I think it's a good question.
I know which question it is. I know which question. I saw it.
Well, this is interesting.
I saw the question.
I don't think it's the same question that I'm thinking, Patrick.
Oh,
I did see. It's not Thomas' question. It's not Thomas' question.
Oh, okay.
I know you keyed in on Thomas' question, and I love that question, Toma. I want you to bring that question next live stream, and we'll do. It's almost going to be a dedicated live stream just to that question.
Yeah.
Bernard asked, is the Ideas website still used for prioritizing ideas, or is it just Copilot? Like it's just Copilot.
That is not what I thought. That is not what I thought.
Oh my gosh. Yes, the Ideas site is still looked at to help with prioritizing things, and there are more things being done than just Copilot. But there is a lot of stuff going on with Copilot. So, yeah.
Someone said that's a better question. That's a better question.
It's just like, are you guys just doing Copilot and that's it? I know it feels that way. There's a lot of innovation going on with Copilot across the board. Not just Microsoft, just everywhere, just AI, everything, right? Yes, Alex. Yeah. We'll refocus on at least from Alex's and my perspective. Yeah, we'll push ideas a little more, but there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen on the Copilot side. Other things are happening, so across the board, even on the Power BI side. Get your ideas in. All right. Whew. We made it. Another live stream down. Yeah? Feeling all right?
Yeah. I am. Martha, you okay?
Martha? Yeah? You made it? Uh-oh. I don't hear Martha.
Okay.
Patrick. I'll throw it out to Martha and Patrick. But Patrick, any closing words of wisdom?
Hey, you know what, Adam? The other weekend I did something that wasn't tech, and I had really good fun doing it. So,
wait, say that again.
Nerds tend to only do nerd stuff. Yes,
Yes.
I'm calling all of you nerds.
Yes.
Maybe if you do some non-nerd stuff, you'll realize that there's other great things out there in the world to do. I don't know if I've said this one before, but we went to like this pottery thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to do some pottery, and I've never done that kind of stuff before. And it was just absolutely amazing and fun.
Is there video of this?
And so it's not video.
I'm gonna check.
But it was fun.
Yeah. And
it was fun.
And
dude.
you went to a rodeo.
I went to a rodeo. I got some cowboy boots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So American.
Two different
So
things.
American.
That's so American.
We're in Texas. So,
But it sounds fun.
have you ever been to a rodeo, Martha?
No,
All right.
I haven't.
It's an experience.
I should,
All right.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. You enjoy it. You will enjoy it.
Yeah.
You will enjoy it.
Yeah. Do something different, I guess is
Yeah.
the takeaway there, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something different. Dude, that's not tech. That's not tech. Gotta be explicit with us, not tech. Because we'll do something different and we'll go learn some other programming language. No.
Yeah.
I was telling Patrick, I'm like, Patrick, you need a hobby. And he's like, I got a hobby. I'm working on tech stuff. I'm like, no, man, that's not what I mean.
Jason, look what Jason posted. Like
Oh,
Ghost.
shoot.
It was a reenactment of Ghost. It really was.
That's
It
actually
was.
how he came to me.
Yeah.
He texted me. He's like, hey, remember the ghost thing? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we did the ghost thing. And I'm like the actual, you did like
Yeah.
this, you reenacted the scene. And he's like, no, we didn't do that. Like, we
Not
just
not
did,
all the
we
way,
did-
but it was both of us. But it was both of us like doing the thing together. It was fun. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Martha, any closing words of wisdom or anything you'd like to say?
No, I like that. Yeah, you should probably be outdoors. Now it's springtime and stuff, so that means outdoors weather in Norway.
I don't go outside.
Yeah.
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 See what I mean?
I don't go
See what I
outside.
mean? See what I mean?
All right. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Next Saturday, our next live stream will be April 12th. So the next 2 Saturdays, because of FabCon and all that, so we'll be on planes and trains and whatever. And so,
No, I'm not getting on the train.
No, we hate trains. So no live stream next 2 Saturdays, and then we're back. And perhaps maybe Matthew would like to join us. We'll see. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time, and hopefully at FabCon.
Yeah, FabCon.
Have fun.
And I thank you all for that. You can try to hurt me, but you don't hurt anymore. And I need you all for that. But you can take your opinion and so